So yes, you're standing transfixed, Faradis, by this quite plausible looking set of
magical cursed hammer
hanging over. I'm not even going to say hammer. It's not there anymore. There's a wooden post and a round base, and then a cross piece, and the chainmail is draped over, and leaning up against it is a quite plausible looking warhammer. Did it come out properly without breaking up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
The internet is allowing me to have a weapon.
That's right. You're just sadly gazing at this, you know, feeling ever piqued just a little bit stronger by the lack of a warhammer in your hand. But you're aware that, you know, this sort of stuff would be, and there's probably 100 gold pieces worth of stuff sitting on this stand, and you of course have how much? Like 2 gold pieces on you.
Yes.
And really
if
not
we
quite
put all
enough
our money together, we have 2.5 gold pieces.
That's all the money. I thought it was 2. That's right, 2.5 gold pieces each. Oh, okay.
No. We haven't received loot. I think we were just picking up coppers off the floor as we walk along the forest. That's pretty much our income at the moment.
No. The village. One of the villages we went to took up a collection for us, but it was an extremely small village. It was basically just a collection of farms that happened to have a cabin-ish thing in a lean-to setup. So, you know, 7 or 8 villagers who were living hand-to-mouth managed to fossick around and find a few pieces to throw our way.
That's right.
Like, we just have no money.
Ben, if this is, like, by the way, if this is a flex of like you see the things you always wanted and cannot afford it, that is like fucking just my life at the moment. Like, it's like.
You should see his Amazon card.
I remember last time you had an op, you ended up buying your entire Amazon cart by mistake.
I was. That was a good decision. Yeah, you can't blame yourself if you were high and under the influence of anesthetic. Yeah, doctor's fault. Yeah.
So,
where do you think that microphone came from?
Yeah, that's right. It's so beautiful. And
this
the
one,
other,
oh no, not that
I've got 2 of his microphones here that he's given to me to try a few times, so which I have to give back. He says that the shopkeeper says, "Oh, you like the look of that, do you, dwarf?"
What? Sorry, hang on. I was looking at that giant hammer, just like my old.
Nice, isn't it? Old Robinson's hammer. Yes.
Ooh.
He's passed, but we keep it on display now.
Is it
Hefty
weighted?
thing.
May I try pick it up?
Yes, certainly. You looked a bit small, frankly, but you can have a go. Careful where you swing it. Don't knock over the vegetable stand. I'm not sure you can afford it if you damage the vegetables. The way you're haggling for these potatoes.
Potatoes.
Here. Potatoes? I say potatoes. If you say potatoes, you can say it however you want, really. Here.
That's the kind of welcoming spirit of a small town that I like to see.
That's right. You strange foreigners and your ways of saying vegetable names. Yeah.
Well, that's what we say when under the ground, you know.
Yes. Here, have a go. Here, small man.
Okay.
He walks over it and he leans it off. He picks it up. It's quite heavy for him. So and he sort of hands it towards you. You, of course, are quite strong.
Well, let's have a look. What is my
17.
strength?
Yeah,
7.
17
I pick him up with the hammer.
Wow, that's
lift.
Not hammers. They're too expensive. I lift rocks.
That's right. You take the hammer, and what do? You give it a bit of a swing?
Ooh, look, how enthusiastic am I? This is the first time I've held a hammer probably since I literally can remember, because I haven't had a hammer since I lost my memory. So
yeah, hang on.
I'm going to go
didn't
all
you have
out.
one in? Yeah. Are you all out? Woo!
I'm going to do the hammer dance.
Are you gonna swing that hammer irresponsibly?
Oh yeah. Oh, incredibly irresponsibly in the middle of a stall. That could have massively detrimental things. But we have no money, and I have a hammer. So
That expression, a bull in a China store, hasn't been invented in this game world yet. But
Yeah,
like a dwarf
in a
with a
vegetable store.
There's a dwarf with a hammer in a vegetable store. Yeah, it's about to be coined right now. Give us a roll for hammer swinging near artichokes.
okay, so here's the thing. It's one of the things, like, if I have your hammer, that's your problem. No, that's my problem, because I've got your hammer
That's
and I
right.
can't buy it.
That's
but
right.
if I've got
That's
your
right.
hammer and I'm swinging it in your store, that's your problem now.
That's your problem.
Now.
That's right. Can
I'm
you do
gonna
a
do-
strength-based performance check?
I certainly can. So I'm going to do a strength test, and then I'm going to do a performance test.
Yes, excellent. Are we talking Indiana Jones level performance?
Oh, incredibly.
Swinging sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like it. It brings up your dice roll.
It even brings up
Strength
my
check
dice
19.
roll. Wow.
That's very cool.
And then I'm going to go to my performance.
Wow, so yeah, you don't have a problem lifting it. It feels lovely. So yeah. So you just, it doesn't look that impressive, or you smash something a little bit, or I suppose not a
It's a
one.
little
You're
long.
competent.
Like, I'm not used to such
yeah.
this isn't designed for a dwarf.
No, that's right. The handle's not quite balanced where you expect it. It pokes you kind of in the chest a little bit. Yeah.
You know when a person really, like, they pick up something and they do it badly, and then it's as if they're maybe leading into being good, but they're not there yet because they haven't rolled the second check yet? That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, careful of the leaks. It's a good hammer, isn't it? Can you feel the weighting? Saw off many a trouble in the town. Pity he's not with us anymore, old Robinson.
What happened
Pity he's
to
not
old
with us
Robinson?
anymore.
Yes, what happened to him?
What's the tale of old Robinson?
He was a mighty fellow, a mighty defender of the town, a noble man,
Very
man of
short.
faith. Oh, well, yes, he was short, but stout and brave, and would see off those goblins who harassed the town. He's a good man.
You got attacked by goblins and he saved you?
He does regularly, yes.
Well, not anymore.
The town was safer when Robinson was here. Shame.
But what happened to Robinson?
Present troubles. Oh, a combination between gout, old age, and a dancing injury.
The death of a D&D hero, gout, and a dancing injury. That is good improvisation, Ben. You said gout and dancing. Let's put those two together. That's a death of a hero. I'm glad, you know what, you stuck the landing. I like it.
It looked wobbly for a
He
place
didn't.
of the spin.
Robinson didn't stick the
right.
landing, but you did. So that's
It's sad we lack his brave heart. Present troubles would be seen to. He did die doing something he loved. Well, he
died the way
died
he lived.
shortly after. Yes, he did something he loved.
It was very painful.
Drinking and dancing drunk was Robinson's shtick. Yes.
Oh.
They brought him undone.
I pick up the hammer again and I hold it in a more drunken stance, and it's
Whoa.
weighted much better from being
Nice.
lower and going more elaborate
Nice.
swings.
Nice.
Not so much these little ones. Like
Yes,
he
getting
was
the
a-
hang of it. Remarkable resemblance to old Robertson. You? Who has been that?
So I'm a dwarf with a beard and no armor. Is this what Robinson looked like? Surprisingly, yes.
Short middle-aged human, you know? It's just probably, yeah. He was a bit grayer. You've had some training, have you?
I've
study?
never. Well, yeah, apparently, I don't actually remember. See, I fell down and blew up a town when I landed on the. And I will go through and tell my story. And I'm a very good storyteller. I'm happy to do a performance check to really add the dramatic nature to it.
Yes.
And-
Lovely.
And here's the thing: knowing the audience, add a little bit of dance in there. Not like I don't want to outshine Steve Robinson.
Yes, good old Robinson. That's right.
And I won't. Don't worry, it's me. So
it's cool having dice. So you do this performance and tell the story, and he looks up at Lorcal and says, just kindly says, "So he drinks a little bit as well, then I suppose I gather."
Yes, you could say.
Robinson was good at telling a tale as well. But he was competent with his weapon, the way this one seems to be.
You look over at me and I'm like,
seem to suit him.
It does.
I do enjoy watching him with that hammer. And I suppose your friend Robinson doesn't need it anymore, so...
Oh, indeed. I mean, we hadn't really thought of selling it to her. I mean, it must be worth, I suppose, 100 gold. You don't happen to have 100 gold on you, do you? It'd be quite the coup for my shop.
Is this gold?
100 or something.
Right.
I hold up a piece.
I'd forgotten how hard you were haggling for those potatoes.
Potatoes!
You look strong yourself. Have you been trained? Saying to local.
I have been trained by the wilderness.
He sort of looks up down, and do you have like sort of what are they called, fetishes and things like that, sort of naturally type things? And is that the right word?
Fetishes.
What's a feather hanging off your clothes called?
Not a fetish. Just gonna put it out there. That's not the
clothing fetish. Oh no. Oh, what's it called?
It's a different thing.
Yeah, that's a different clothing. Believe it or not, clothing. That's right, clothing.
Don't look that one up, Ben. That's not a safe search.
Clothing.
Anyway, I'm standing in the corner with my hammer while you're talking about fit.
I think as a furbolg,
yeah,
and
pretty.
Like, I think I have a lot of feathers, maybe not feathers,
yeah,
but like bits of pelt and furs. And
You don't look like you're well kept. You're kind of like a more wild animal than you are like a. But you know what I mean? Like you got like your hair, the fur is very wild. In my head.
Have you got sort of slades of visible flesh, sort of brilliantly glowing with muscles rippling underneath it as well?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm well dressed.
But what about your character?
Johnny, do you have slades of rippling flesh? I have 9 chest hairs. I have shimmering masculinity. So yeah, he says
German knight.
I also have like an antler that I carry around.
Oh yeah, magical one.
Enormous and magical.
And it glows.
Is that your weapon? Is that right? That's the only weapon you're carrying? Yeah, so it's no wonder you haven't been taken immediately as adventurers, since neither of you seem to be equipped as such.
Oh, I think I have a sword as well.
Okay.
But I don't tend to use it.
No, that's right. It's just the prop sword. That's right.
Well, it's a very basic short sword that I picked up off a
so sort of up packed into kind of back. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Off a very low level NPC.
Yeah. So it's not sort of obvious or on display. Yeah.
Well,
so
and a short sword on a furbolg.
Yeah,
like this is like a.
So I think there's that too.
Orange knife of death. That's right.
It really looks silly.
It's kind of like a dwarf with no armor and no hammer. We were the
Yes, the 10-foot giant with a short sword.
Get over here.
Is a lot more
picking the dirt out from underneath his nails, kind of thing. Yeah. Well, given the present troubles, I suppose Canios could probably be interested in talking to you. Why don't you pop over and see our noble town leader? He says with the sort of.
He says with quotation marks in his voice.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
yeah, just a bit of sarcasm there.
Wasn't much love there.
Can I just say, I look at him and I go, so you want me to see the leader with the hammer?
No. I'm not saying you assassinate him or anything. I'm saying he.
Why are you talking about assassinating the leader?
No. I'm saying if you're keen to be equipped, but you're lacking funds, just it occurs to me that Canios might have a solution to your problem, given the present troubles.
So we can get rid of those troubles for you.
Yes. I'd like you to stop implying that I'm suggesting you murder people. The trouble's
The
out of
leader.
town with the goblins.
I think what he means is that we could procure this armor and hammer for you in return for services
Yes.
that
Yes.
we might be capable of rendering.
Yes. If
really-
you survive, obviously.
I look at him. I go, I really like this hammer, and this, and I grab the armor and then I put it on my shoulder and start walking out.
Oh, wait,
Thank you.
Yes, sorry, you're not taking that, obviously. Just straight
No.
to Canios. It's just down the street. That's very expensive.
It might come in handy for the work you are suggesting we undertake. Mightn't it?
Yes, yes, obviously. It could be like a deposit.
Can you give him your sword? Just be like, here's a gift.
Yeah.
This is hardly worth 100 gold. All right, fine. Thank you. Go see Canios. Oh,
Yeah, the short
gosh.
sword can be our deposit.
That's right. like leaving a driver's license at the bowling sort of bowling station.
I love that you have like
How
no
much?
understanding of money or
No, I
trade
don't.
or
That's right.
How much would
anything.
a
It's just
generic
kind of
short sword be worth in this town?
Yeah.
5 bronze pieces or
I don't
something
even
silly,
know.
isn't it?
Yeah, it'd probably be worth something, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, worth more than our 100
Have you
copper.
have you kept
Yeah,
it oiled
definitely.
and out of the weather and all that kind of stuff, Johnny?
I wouldn't say that. I don't think I have a scabbard. I think I just have the sword. I'm probably gonna tie it to a piece of
it's been
string or
weathered the
something,
entire. Oh, okay.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right. All through the
We
snow.
are not well
and-
equipped. We are not well equipped.
We write a post just like
That's it.
bronze sword,
That's right.
well looked
That's right,
after.
yeah.
For a while there, one of our party didn't have any shoes.
That's right.
Like,
That's right.
that's
And
the
gosh,
level we are at.
It was just amazing the degree she didn't complain about that. That's right.
Yeah, I know.
that's
Yeah.
right.
It wasn't the
For
thing at all.
hours and
If it
hours and
passed you by,
hours.
you wouldn't have noticed.
And now she's got shoes. She's just so grateful and hasn't sort of persisted or anything. That's right.
Oh my
Excellent.
God.
So,
All right, let's go see the mayor.
excellent. So so there's people. Yeah, you have created a bit of a stir now, especially now you've walked out of the general store bearing old
Robinson's
armor. That's right, and
I'm
hammer
putting on, and I'm holding his hammer.
Is he wearing the armor? Because I feel
just
like
over his shoulder. Yeah.
the chainmail shirt is going to be like a chainmail dress.
Yes.
Like, is there a height difference between?
He was a very short human, apparently. So yes, it'll be fairly a bit long for the dwarf, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Were you
I could
tall
just-
for a dwarf or short for a dwarf?
I can tell
Oh,
you
yeah,
this
how
right
tall
now.
are you?
This is
I
the
remember
thing.
you were sort of. Woo! Ready for everyone while we groupingly wait for him to read his character.
So look, we're waiting for the most important aspect of this character, which is
Very
my
important.
height.
If I have to visualize this chain armor being
That's true.
Donned?
Yeah, like is it touching the ground? Is it not touching the ground? Does it matter? Of course it does. That's why we're looking it up. And
they are fetishes, yes, feathers and decorations.
There you go.
not, you know
Feather.
what? Not where I would have gone with that word. To think of
That's right.
lightly feathered clothing.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
very hard to get
That's
Google.
it. It's yeah, not where.
In the meantime, did you
Oh,
find
funny.
your height?
No, I'm a dwarf.
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's just say it is long on you. You imagine if you put it on, but it.
How
would
will we
be
know? We
usable.
need to know.
Yeah,
But
you
also
can keep
it's
going. I'm gonna
chainmail,
keep
so
looking.
it wouldn't be that hard to remove some links and
indeed.
make it the right size.
You could
Except we've
actively
got you and
undo
me.
hours of work from people who slaved over it lovingly. Yes, that's right.
But you could keep the spare part,
You could
and then if you get damage, you could patch it.
just this much in a sort of a rim.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah.
How are you with fine chainmail work there, Johnny? At 10 foot tall,
Very
Right.
good.
with gloves.
Very good,
I'm guessing
but
hands the size of like
quite nimble,
small children.
you know?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
I really want to know
what
what
you're
my,
going to tear. You could just and tear it all kind of in one go.
that would be terrible.
Yeah, I don't even know what that would be.
That would be my luck, Johnny. Where
Sleight of hand? What's the
So-
skill for
a performance something.
There
There's
was
like a needle
profession and
and
things like that.
yeah.
In 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're walking out of this street, and there's really you're going to now gather. you can imagine sort of crowds, small crowds, you know, sort of 4 or 5 sort of local sort of shopkeepers and a couple of people on their way to pick up their kids from school, and children running, all sort of pointing and down this sort of dirty street with a mixture of different sort of houses, different sort of class up and down it, and they're kind of all pointing and oohing and ahhing, and there's sort of a bit of a hubbub when they spot the dwarf bearing old Robinson's chainmail and his drunken hammer. Where are you just walking down because he sort of set out to the left? Are you just sort of vaguely walking in that direction?
Yeah. I'm trying to put the armor on
from people.
Yeah. What do you do, Local?
Yeah. I can ask a passerby, one of these walking children or thing.
What are these walking children? Unlike the unwalking children.
Gawking.
Gawking children.
With wide jaw. So you sort of just walk up to this kid and he's like, "Sorry, sir. Yes, sir. What, sir? Hello. And what do you say?
What is your question and how will he?
Where is the mayor's house? Please?
Please don't eat me.
I would never. You wouldn't taste particularly good.
Kalios, yeah, he's just down the road in the White House. You won't miss it.
I slap you on the back very hard.
Thank you very much for that assistance.
You scared the boy. Look at him. He's shaking and he's
hit him.
Yeah.
I give the boy one of my copies.
Oh, thank you, sir. You're nice, sir. What's your name, sir?
My name is Lorkel. What is your name?
Local. My name's Ron.
Your name's Local too?
No, Ronnie. It's lovely to meet you. Are you from the north?
And I'm Faradus.
We did come from the north, yes.
Wow. Is it true that everyone's giant in the north?
No.
No, just me.
Size is not important. I'm like smaller than the child.
You basically, Faradus keeps making all these comments, but like none of them are just registered.
Nobody's looking at me. I'm trying to get the attention.
And I'm Faradus.
Looking up,
Size.
and you're like out of their peripheral.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. Thank you for not eating me, Northern Beast Man. Local, yeah, local. White House down the end. Can't miss it.
You really just fit in, don't you, Local? Look at you.
He runs off.
I like to make friends.
What, with the children? No, they were more interested in my armor. See? I hold up my hammer and I'm like, you saw them.
Child?
They called me a giant. They did.
Was that a child? That's cool.
I didn't realize that was a child. I thought it did look a little bit short.
No, I'm not a child. It could have been anyone. Can't
Exactly.
prove a thing.
It was the same height as you.
No, I was clearly taller. Shall we get the children to come back? This is not.
Children, come back!
I was on the downward slope. It was. This is not fair. Look, without a beard, it makes you look taller. I have more stock and muscles under than any of these children.
That much is true. He was thin, Ron.
Stupid eating chickens all the time. Growing so fast. Children. What are they doing out?
So
It's 2
this
p.m.
conversation sort of grumbling and sort of debating, mainly held up by Faradus's end of it. Yeah, that's right. And you see this White House. It's got a white fence, a white house. Yes, symbol of power, man. Whew.
Yep. Tell me that.
It's got this white fence and a carefully coiffed garden with roses and a gravel path. That's right. Yeah.
Your vocab is
quite
amazing.
different. It stands out quite peculiarly amongst the rest of the village, which is quite sort of, you know.
Can I guess? Is the rest of the village like no money? And this building is the money?
That's right. Yeah. You know, he's whoever this Canios has done. He's obviously a canny businessman or something like that. Managed to create wealth for himself. But it's there, the house. You let yourself in the front gate.
Of course. Do you even use the gate?
There's,
You step over it.
Yeah, probably step over the gate.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
an
gonna have
arbor over the gate, so you actually have to sort of duck down underneath the arbor and then sort of knees up over the fence, which is
And that
just knee height,
pristine
really.
lawn that's like, when you step on it, your weight actually pushes it down and makes it like uneven. It's like it's been cut in such a way so you can see the stripes going across it, kind of thing. It's beautiful.
I think I avoid the arbor and I just step over the fence onto the lawn.
Yeah, it's very soft. It's recently watered. So
I enjoy the sensation of walking on this recently watered lawn. Because I don't have I don't think I wear shoes, do I?
No, nobody in our group wears shoes, really.
Shoes.
Shoes aren't a plot point.
I think
not at all.
I enjoy the sensation.
Okay, cool. But your feet are hairy, presumably, and that's how you resisted the frostbite? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Your feet are hairy. Protection from frostbite.
That's right. Good.
Hairy and just like incredibly leathery and...
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Not dainty and gentle like a young girl's feet, like my characters who were clearly damaged.
And I mean, not human either. I think furbolgs are made for the wilderness.
Yeah. That's cool. That's so cool.
And not for educated people. You should let me do the talking. This
is conversations going while you go down the path.
The best thing is I've started every conversation and everyone talks to local.
That's right. Yes. I'm sweeping out of the little door. There's a little door sort of section that extends out so you can, put your keys in the door out of the rain in case it's raining.
That's nice.
It's very sort of, sweeping out of that is you suppose a guard. It's sort of a bit of a shock. He's wearing leather armor and has a spear and a crossbow. Looks sort of, reasonably well equipped. He just says, "What do you want?
Are you the mayor?"
Who are you?
And I walk up and I I use the hammer, or I throw the hammer so it kind of like goes up a little bit. I grab by the end and use it as a pointing thing at him. Are you the mayor? No, I'm not the mayor. I'm not. There is no mayor. It's just Canios. You look very regal. Sorry, I have mistaken you for the mayor.
Thank you. No. Have you come to see him?
Yes, we would like an audience with your leader.
Yeah, we would like an audience with your leader. Yes, that's what I was saying.
Who are you? Who are you both? You're a northern man by the looks of it.
My name is Local. What's your name?
My name doesn't. I
keep asking all the NPCs their name.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'm set up. I need another name. I'm Nuram. Yes. I shall get him. Sorry, what was your name?
Named guard.
Dwarf? Yeah.
A dwarf? Why would you assume I'm a dwarf? What? Am I too short for you?
Is that all Robinson's armor? What have you got?
I'm a dwarf. Yes, my name's Faradus. Nice to meet you.
Oh, that's lovely. I like
You might remember me from such things as I'm going to save you. This is in the future.
Very, very good. Just try to stay off the lawn. Look at the footprints you made, Big Oaf. He looks back at northern local. Yes. One moment.
Yes.
He turns
the lawn was quite pleasant to walk on.
It's going to take hours to fix. As if he's going to have to do
it. Are you
it.
the gardener as well?
He takes a key out of his thing and says,
he puts the guard in.
We all have to help. That's right. I put the guard in gardener.
He
turns the key and lets himself in. And you see the curtains suddenly sort of close. You know how when someone's been looking through the curtains and you hadn't sort of noticed, but then they quickly sort of, and they
that
drop
dramatic
and
moment,
like this.
Yeah.
Here's some discussion inside. And the door is open and they're standing, blocking basically the door completely. Is this guard, Narum, and behind him is this skinny, sort of dried out looking man. Maybe he's actually only like in his 30s kind of thing, but he looks kind of like pre-aged. He says, "What do you want?" Pre-aged, like
That's
a
a good
fine.
one. I like that.
No, not like
Like
not
a
like anything
fine whiner.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. What do you want? Sort
Hello.
of standing behind. Oh, a dwarf. Hello,
I'm,
northern man.
why
Eh?
do you assume I'm a dwarf? What, just because I'm short?
I'm assuming you're a dwarf. Your gender, I can't tell. You know what they say about dwarf women.
Why do you think you're not addressing one right now?
I am.
I like
am,
your lawn.
Oh my God! You put footsteps in my lawn.
More like
Ugh.
we added a lake. Well, not me. Him.
Anyway, what do you want? What do you want?
I think
I don't
the
know.
question is, what do
What
you
do you
want?
want? Yes, that's what I
What
was
do you
saying.
want?
are adventurers, and we hear you might have some work for us to do.
Oh. You don't really have the look of adventurers about you. You don't look very well equipped.
Should we knock
See
the
any-
house down to show you? Yes, a
Oh,
demonstration.
This lovely warhammer.
Oh, I pull out my warhammer. A demonstration? Get your guard. Bring him over here. This should be fun.
That would be necessary. So, is that? And Narum turns around. That's Robinson. That's Robinson's warhammer. That's Robinson's war. How did you come? I suppose you bought it, did you? Ha! The shopkeeper will be dining and buying drinks tonight for everybody. Ha! He's been trying to sell that for ages.
Well, actually, he gave it to me. I just needed to complete a job.
Oh, a job.
Hmm.
Ah, you sort of see sort of the very obvious sort of thing.
And you're involved.
So you've come to clear our goblin problem, have you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's probably more. That sounds like a more
Well-
reasonable request than a hit.
How big is your goblin problem?
It's quite problematic since Robinson's not been around. Bless him.
What?
They've
Who
become
was this
bolder and
Robinson?
bolder. A good man. Good man. Always did what he was told. Always cleared out our goblin problems and kept the North Road open. Yes, the
Yes,
pass.
But how many goblins are the problem with your goblin?
Enough to stop all communication with the North, I'm afraid.
So
blocked the
17
road.
goblins.
At the ravine, blocking the bridge. No one's come through. People have headed north from here, but peppered with arrows and things, they come back. Those who've managed to come back alive. And you're
you're the-
adventurers, you say?
But you're the
Yes,
leader
but
of
did
this.
they say how many goblins?
Well, I don't
Local.
I don't think it's more than.
I look at you and saying, I don't think they can count. They're simple folk.
I can count. I don't know, half a dozen or so. Not too many for strong fellows like you.
Yes, but there are only 2 of us.
Oh yes.
4 of us together. Correct? You're the leader. You protect this town.
And perhaps your gardener here could help us too.
Yes, I'm sure I could spare him and his compatriot. Yes, that would be wise.
He just
I like
completely missed
how
that I called
simply
him a
you
gardener.
just threw that guard under the phone. He's looking at you like, what, boss?
You could do that, couldn't you, Narum? Now, Narum has been looking at the two of you. Have you been swinging this hammer around a bit?
Yes,
Or I presume you
yes,
have, yeah.
You know when people speak with their hands? Like they talk like this? I'm a hammer talker, right? I use it to add dramatic effect to my words. When I say, when I mean a point, I will hit it on the ground and be like, and that is how it is.
Yeah, that's right. The poor Narum looks, something else.
In the
something else I have
Mandalorian,
to
you know the
repair.
guy who's like, I have spoken. It's like, definitively ends
That's right.
sentences with it.
And I have an antler that is probably about 6 feet long.
Yeah, that's cool.
And glows.
So
with
now-
smoke.
One over my shoulder.
So you've actually impressed him. You know, he's actually like, these guys aren't actually, just blow-ins from wherever. Like, this giant is, and he knows about the giant monstrous people from the north who sort of eat children and, like sort of.
It's very true.
He's heard all the stories when he was young, and they're huge and enormous, and everyone's giant, and they fight, sort of naked in the snow fields and sort of throw mountains down, all this stuff.
Yeah.
So he's got all confidence in you.
The common
Sure that
stories.
you're a northerner.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And
fitting
the way
all
the
your
dwarf is-
stereotypes.
That's right. Yes, the advantages of being stereotyped, and the way the dwarf is swinging this hammer around without any apparent sort of difficulty is.
Some might say it's Robin S.
You'd do that, wouldn't you, Narum? Take Jaff with you. Yes, and clear out those goblins for once, so we can have the trade roads open again. That would be excellent. And what's the deal? You get the armor. The shopkeeper's giving you the armor.
And you're buying drinks for everyone once you have freed the town of goblins. You will create a small feast to
You
celebrate
seem to be a
your victory. With all the food
business
that you could provide.
man. Are you a businessman by any chance?
Of course, yes.
At least-
It's great experience and talent, and yes, not recently once the North Roads have been closed, but yes, normally they make a killing on that way. Yes.
I think you would understand the delicate situation that my friend here, Faradus, is being paid for this work, and I am not.
Is it because he's a northerner?
So he's launched into this great report, including some muttering sort of while your sentence continued about what a brilliant businessman and how much money he's made and all this stuff. And you completely blindsided him. You didn't realize that it was going to lead in this direction.
You
sort of
called
seemed
him
quite shocked
racist.
and
You are canceling.
that's right, yeah, and that that him boasting about how well he's done as a businessman would possibly result in the fact that you asking for cash, and he's quite sort of crestfallen. He says, "Oh, yes, well, I suppose if the townsfolk are contributing that armor, I suppose I could match it for you. Must be worth sort of 25 gold pieces or something, I suppose. Quite a fortune."
Faradus, you seem to know more about gold than me. Does that sound right to you?
Should I take this one? Now, you've insulted a dwarf on monetary gold. Look, I can take the wall down. I tap the wall with a hammer. Or I can ruin the gate, and I point at the gate.
Bits of the what's it called when you paste like concrete on a surface? Cracks off and falls down. Yeah.
Now,
and the gate sort of some of the nails loosen a bit in the fence. Yeah.
I look at him. I look up at him just slightly but I stand on my tippy toes.
just slightly.
And
That's right.
Now, you're going to say that again, but you're going to say it with a little bit more truth and confidence. How much were you going to offer?
Oh,
How much money do you make if the Northern Roads are
50 gold pieces. It's
Yes.
final offer.
all right? Can we leave? Insult to a dwarf on business.
What?
Taking advantage because he is a northerner,
What?
spreading rumors about the north. And I start going towards the gate where there's a surrounding crowd going, he doesn't even want to save
wait.
the town. He just wants
Wait. Wait. Oh, all right. 75, and it's my last
no.
offer.
So I'm going to stand facing the crowd going, 75 and a feast for this town to show how great you are at leading them. All the food they can require. And the whole town's like,
There's a crowd building up. Absolutely, yeah. And they're kind of like, "Mummy, does that mean we get to have potatoes too?" It's like
A grand feast.
Expectations reasonable. Yes.
of course he would.
yeah,
He's a
they're-
great businessman,
they're-
as I see. I point to the people.
The town is loving this. Absolutely. Yeah.
Because he's not an
all right.
outside person. 100 gold
That's right.
and a
He's still
festival.
he's 75 gold and a meal for everyone.
No, a feast.
You're killing me here.
Yes. And I'm going to kill your problem. Shall we? And then we go. Local,
Yes.
step
good.
on the lawn,
Excellent.
clean your feet.
Okay.
No, stop. Don't damage the lawn anymore. There's going to be puddles and... all right. 100 gold pieces, but better be worth it. It's a lot of gold, you know. I haven't managed to trade properly for the last 2 months with those goblins on the road and... all right. And he just disappears, sort of
And I'm
muttering in.
I'm going to walk away swinging my
literally a
hammer.
cheer from the crowd.
Yeah.
Like the crowd doesn't care that you got paid lots, but they care that you've sort of, created discomfort for this.
The Great Potato Feast.
That's right. So Narum
Love
says, did he just agree that I would come and help? And Jarth too? Yes.
Yes. Perhaps
Sure.
we could teach you some things about taking care of these matters. So that if
Yes.
after we are gone you have more trouble, you will have more ability to deal with goblins in the future.
That would be excellent. Yes.
And when you're
Yes, sir.
my first lesson is when the leader, when he goes big, go to the people. The people is his power.
Yes,
And I go,
wait here. I'll grab our equipment, and they disappear. Yeah, he disappears to go and get Jarth. Presumably that's his name. That's what he said.
oh, is it? We're confirming
Yes.
it's Jar? Nice.
Jarth. It is Jarth.
nice.
Naren and Darth? Is that right?
Narum and Jarth.
Narum.
That's
Is
right.
Jarth
yes.
short for something, or is that or is it?
No, that's
I'm-
definitely his
I'm-
full name.
Oh, so he's just like Madonna, right? It's just like one word.
That's right. That's right.
It's not Jarth of anywhere. It's just
Last
Jar. Everyone knows
name's the
Jarth.
fancy folk. That's right.
It's
Yes,
true.
Yep.
We're from a potato breeding
Good.
town.
that's right. Let's take a
We
short
breed
break,
potatoes.
and we will restart on the road out to our encounter, and you can try and milk these guys for whatever information to try and work out what's going to happen and how you might approach it tactically.
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 That's new for us.
Where do you think we are? All right. See you after this.
Awesome. See you soon.
Awesome.